Hello there. Thank you for visiting PeopleSoft channel. Today, I'll pick up from where I left off from the previous episode and continue configuring global search for our message catalog component. In the previous episode, we created this bunch of searchable data using PS Query. In this episode, I'll show you how to add user interface for this searchable data. For example, when users search a specific keyword, what should be the header text of the search results? What should be the description? Next, I'll show you how to add security for this searchable data. And finally, I'll show you how to transfer the data from PeopleSoft environment to Elasticsearch Engine so that end user can run global search against Elasticsearch Engine. Sounds interesting, right? Without any delay, let's get started. Like always, I will begin by showing you the architecture diagram of Search Framework. To configure any global search, the very first step is to create data source. We created that data source using PS Query in the previous episode. As you can see here, the very next step is to create search definition. Along with search definition, we need to configure a bunch of other steps behind the scenes. Let's go through all the steps. As you can see here, these are the high-level steps that we need to perform to configure a global search. We have already completed step number 1 in our previous episode. We are going to perform the other steps in this episode. Let's begin by creating search definition. Before I go ahead and create search definition, let's understand what is the purpose of creating search definition. We create search definition to modify the look and feel of the search results. And next, to add security. Who should see these search results? And finally, we can further filter the searchable fields at the search definition level. Let's go ahead and create search definition. To create search definition, navigate to People Tools, Search Framework, Designer, Search Definition. Click Add a New Value and give a name to our search definition. And data source is query. Click Add. Give a description to your search definition. Provide the source name. In our case, we need to provide the PS Query name. If you type MSG cat, okay, this is very important. You need to provide the last update date time field, and it will select from our PS Query automatically. In our case, the field name is last update date time. The field name can be anything, and it should be of type date time. I have select the last updated date time field. Then we need to select the drilling URL. If you click on the prompt, it will automatically detect from our PS Query. Select that. And what should be the title of the search results? Let me show you with the help of an example. Just to give you an idea, I ran a global search, and as you can see here, this is the title and this is the description. We can configure that in our search definition. In our case, to add the title, click on the title button, and here you can click on the add, and you can select the fields from the PS Query, or you can select from message catalog entry, or you can use any system variable. In our case, I will select a message set number as the title. What should be the summary of search results? Let's understand this with an example. As you can see here, this is an example of summary of global search results. We can configure that in search definition. Again, like title, click on the summary button. I can select PS Query, any one of the fields. Let me use the description here. Click OK. Click OK. That's how you configure title and summary for your global search result. Now let's navigate to message search attributes. This is where you further filter the searchable fields. If you do not select any of the fields here, you cannot search that field using global search feature. So I will select a message set number, description short, description, and let me select the message severity, and we are not going to search on last update date time or drill. I will also select the message text here. As you can see here, you can further drill into search results by clicking on each category. So how do you select the category? By selecting this flag, is faceted. If you select this flag, the search results will be consolidated based on that category. In our case, I will use the message severity and also description. Why I said description is, normally speaking, we cannot categorize using description, but if you check our PS query results, we can definitely categorize using description. As you can see, there are a bunch of rows with the same value. Now let's move on to most important piece, that is security. To configure security, click on the security tab. This is where you configure who should see the search results for this search definition. We have three different options here. Either you can select no security or you can select the source level security. Source level security means either you can use a user based security or role based security. And finally, document level security. This is where you can write people code logic to further filter the data or further secure the data. For example, if search results contains data related to both US001 and US005, you can further filter the data to show only for US001 for a specific user or role. That's what we do here. But remember, since business unit is the driving factor here, make sure it is searchable in the mapping section. For the sake of this demonstration, I will keep it simple. I will say no security. That's it guys. At the minimum, we need to configure this at the search definition level. Let's go ahead and save our search definition. Let's move on to next step, creating search category. It is exactly as it sounds, categorizing the search definitions into different logical groups. For example, if you want to search voucher data, it doesn't make sense to go through all the search definitions related to PeopleSoft, right? It makes sense to go through the search definitions that are related to accounts payable. For example, voucher data, payment data. So we create a search category and include the search definitions that belongs to accounts payable. Alright, let's go ahead and create search category. By the way, search engine runs on search category, not on search definition. So there should be a search category with the same name as search definition. That is a requirement. So let me go ahead and create search category. To create search category, navigate to People Tools, Search Framework, Designer, Search Category. Click add a new value. Like I said before, it should have the same name as our search definition. I'll click add and we need to select our search definition here. We can also add functionally related search definitions here, but in our case there are no any related search definitions, so I'm not adding any. As you can see here, these are the different search categories. If you want to include our search category in this list, make sure you select the flag search group and give a meaningful name. Whatever the name you give here, it will pop up in this list. Make sure you give a meaningful name. Let me name it as message catalog search. So all these fields will be automatically populated because I have selected the auto detect facets and auto detect common fields. And let me save it. That's it. Our search category is ready now. The next step is to add our search category to the search context. Let me show you what I mean. This is the step where we will add our search category to this list. Let me go ahead and show you how to do that. Navigate to People Tools, Search Framework, Administration, and click on Define Search Context. Select the home page. That's where we want to add our search category. Click home page, click on search button, and we will add this and select our search category. MSC CAD SRCH. Select it and save it. Now we will deploy our search definition. When you click deploy, what exactly is happening behind the scenes is the metadata related to the search definition is transferred from PeopleSoft to Elasticsearch Server. The empty shell of the search definition and search category is transferred to Elasticsearch Server. But we have not yet transferred the data. That's what we are going to do next. To deploy search definition, navigate to People Tools, Search Framework, Administration, Deploy Delete Object. So we need to select our search definition, search category, in our case MSG CAD search, and click on deploy button. After you click on deploy button, if it is successfully deployed, you will see the status is updated to deployed. When you click deploy, what exactly is happening behind the scenes is the metadata related to the search definition is transferred from PeopleSoft to Elasticsearch Server. The empty shell of the search definition and search category is transferred to Elasticsearch Server. But we have not yet transferred the data. That's what we are going to do next. Let's move on to last few steps. Now we are transferring the data from PeopleSoft environment to Elasticsearch Server by scheduling index build process. Let's go ahead and do it. What exactly I am doing in this step is I am transferring the data from PeopleSoft environment using direct transfer method to Elasticsearch Server. How do I know it is direct transfer? Let me go ahead and show you the setup. If you navigate to People Tools, Search Framework, Administration and Search Instance and select your default search instance and click on Search Options Config, here you will see direct transfer method is Y. That's how you know PeopleSoft is transferring the data from PeopleSoft environment to Elasticsearch Server using direct transfer method. To schedule the index build process, navigate to People Tools, Search Framework, Administration, Schedule Search Index. Click Add a new value. Let's give a run control ID to it. Add. Let's select our search definition. Since we are doing first time, make sure it is full index and click Run button. Run. The process now ran to success. Now we have transferred the data that needs to be searched from PeopleSoft environment to Elasticsearch Server. Let's move on to our last step before we go ahead and test our configuration. The last step is authentication. When I say authentication, think of it as this way. First, you should have access to PeopleSoft application before you can access to your application related pages, for example, accounts payable pages, purchase order pages. Likewise, we need to grant security to our search category before we can control the access to specific search results. So let's go ahead and grant authentication for our search category. To grant authentication, navigate to People Tools, Security, Permission and Roles, Permission List. Since it is my demo environment, I'm using PTPT 1000. Now let me navigate to search groups by clicking on the hyperlinks on the bottom right hand corner. Let me add our search group, MSG cat search. Save. That's it. We have granted authentication to our search group. Let me log out and log back in to test our configuration. If you now select on the search icon, you should see message catalog search in the drop down. Now let's go ahead and run the same test case we did in previous episode. So that's it guys. Now you were able to search content related to message catalog component using global search feature of PeopleSoft. That was the simple bare bones tutorial on how to configure global search. Now you know how to tweak the configuration and make the solution your own. I really hope you gained something useful out of this tutorial. If so, consider subscribing my channel because every week I will come back with interesting content. Feel free to share it with your friends. This might be helpful for them too. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Signing off, Siva Kuya.